everybody. I'm going to start out by giving you a video on the Excel, the introduction to Excel. I'm going to be using version 2010. You may have 2013, 2016, but essentially the basics, which I'm going to cover today, can be done on any of these versions. Alright, obviously my desktop is up, as you can see. So Excel is a spreadsheet. Now I have mine right here, so I'm going to bring that up. Okay, now essentially when you open Excel on a newer version, it'll give you three options. You can open up a old, an already existing worksheet. You can start with a new one, or you can use a template that has been created. Helps you organize your data. Alright, so we're going to opt for the new one, and one of the first things that we do is we give it a name. So we're going to save it. So we go to the File menu, and you can press it. When it's new, you can press Save, Save As. It does the same thing. Now you have to find a good place to put it and make it a name that's appropriate, that will remind you of it. I don't like to name mine Exercise 1, Exercise 2, because then, next year I'll never remember what it is. But if it's about, like, a spreadsheet about the movies, well, then I'll remember that. Now I'm going to put mine under CS 101, obviously, Excel. And I'm going to name this Intro to Excel. Okay, Excel, and I'm going to have to call it 1 because I already have one. Okay, Intro to Excel 1. Alright, then I just hit the Save button. Now, as I enter data, I can just, now that I've named it, I can save it, use the disk up here, the Save button, click that. I can go to the File menu and hit Save, or I can hit, for those of you who enjoy using keyboard shortcuts, I can hold the Control button down and tap the letter S, and that'll save it as well. And, you should know that every 5 minutes or so you should save your data, just in case something that happens. And so, let's see. Alright, so we've saved it. Now, as we work, if we want to save it by a different name, so have two copies of the same, we can go to the File menu, in this case, and hit the Save As button. Alright, now I could call this something else, and I could call it Intro to Excel 2. Save that. Then I have two copies of this worksheet, which is still blank. So let's look at what it consists of. Alright, it's a workbook, and if I wanted to have multiple copies, worksheets in this workbook, I could go here, down here in the lower left hand corner, but we're going to begin with one. And as you can see, there's columns labeled with letters, and there's rows labeled with numbers. Each cell has an individual name called the cell reference or the cell address, and it consists of a letter and a number. Alright, what do we enter? Into the data into the cells we enter labels, which is text. We enter values, which are numbers, or formulas, which are expressions that display the result of a formula. Alright, let's see how we're doing on our time. Okay. Each of these videos, by the way, will be a little less than 5 minutes long. Okay, so now we can move towards entering and editing our data. Okay, so when we're entering data, let's just put okay, we'll put this word intro in here. Alright, now that we have it, if I press enter, alright, that's one way. Now, if I put this, I can also hit tab, my tab button, which takes it to the right, the next cell to the right. Okay, or I can hit any arrow. So I'm going to hit the left arrow, then I go to the left. That enters it. Okay, and on and on and on. You can